So often in the spiritual way of life, when we make assumptions about spiritual work, Reiki, meditations, sound baths, we assume that the meditation is the yoga practice. Or we assume that the meditation is sitting and watching our breath and our thoughts come and go. And it's true. It is. I guess my point is there can sometimes be a little bit of a mental disconnect. We assume our spiritual time is time spent on the mat or in meditation, going to sleep at night. But then we say the 3D world is like this separate thing or something. Because we go to our regular jobs, live our regular 3D lives. But what we want to focus on is that the action that we take while we're out and about doing what we need to do yang being action, that is also the action itself, is also a meditation. The meditation. Sitting and breathing, or up and moving. It is one long, continuous meditation. The thoughts we think, dictating the actions we take, the actions we take, dictating the thoughts we think. solar plexus, crown chakra are two chakras that really help with yang. The other piece I want to look at real quick when we are in our quiet time thinking about what needs to be done, sometimes we can picture ourselves taking the action, seeing the outcome, filling our minds with expectation, what it's going to look like, what it's going to be like. And we do it so much, this picture in our mind of when we finally do it, what it'll be like, that sometimes that picture gets so big we never actually even take the action. When it would have just been easier to just take the action without trying to get an outcome, without trying to get an effect. Let the action be action unto itself, and therefore divine action, rather than cause and effect action. The Tao Te Ching talks a lot about just doing the work and walking away type deal. The work is perfect, even if mistakes are made, because I'm presently in my moment. I'm not ahead trying to get something to happen. I'm not behind trying to compensate. I'm exactly where I am. And sure, there is an outcome, or else I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. But the fluff, the grandiosity, and then this and that and this, we let that go. We let it go. Let it go. Point being, fun and for free is the best action, reason to do anything. Try to connect your upper mind with your solar plexus mind. allowing the spiritual aspect to express itself through egoic means. Healthy ego just being, I'm an eternal soul. However, I do have this body, this identity. It's not bad, it's just... We used to say ego is just edging God out, so try to pencil God into my ego, have it express itself through that. Humbly, because sometimes we do it, sometimes I don't, and it doesn't matter either way. Nothing really matters that much. So. Breathe in and allow the air to go from the nostril down to the tailbone. Back up out again. Continue to do that while I chant. No, you don't need anyone to validate you. You don't need to prove your point. You don't need to be right. We need to know ourselves. That is enough. Thank you for joining me in this session. Be fearless as you go out from here, warrior. From my heart to yours, take care. Stay healthy. Be well.